Hello everyone. The session will start in next 5 minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. If at all I'm audible, please let me know in the live chat. If I'm audible, please type audible. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for confirming. I could see many of them are saying audible. Thank you so much. And by now, I think you should be able to see the Ethnus logo. So if you are able to see the Ethnus logo, you can just type screen OK. You can type screen OK. If you can see Ethnus logo on the screen, you can type screen OK. So let me know in the live chat. Okay, so thank you for confirming. Yes, so majority of them have said screen okay. Yes, so once again, welcome everyone for this webinar. I could see many of them have joined right now, so it's good to see. And yes, so in today's session, we will be discussing about aptitude. In the first masterclass, we discussed few concepts about aptitude, and after that, in the second masterclass, we discussed about the technical part of it. And in today's session, we'll be talking about the second part of aptitude, and there will be more masterclass coming up. And in today's session, there's one thing that I want to mention is that please, if at all you have any doubts, if you have any comments or something like that, please do type in live chat so that we'll come to know what's happening. So you can just type it out in the live chat. Okay. So before I start, please let me know from which place are you joining. Like if at all you're joining from Bangalore or Chennai, whatever it is, whichever city name, you can just type your city name. So I'll know like from which place you have joined. So you can just type your city name in the live chat. And yes, so it's always a proud moment to say about our city name, right? Whenever we get a chance to say about our city, about our place, we'll be so happy. So please let me know in the chat, live chat, which place are you from, which place are you joining right now. Okay, wonderful. I could see, yes, few of them have started answering. Good. Bangalore, Vellore, Pune. Good. Awesome. There's like few people are from Pune. Okay, many people are from Pune, Chennai, Guntur, Bangalore, Shivakasi, Hyderabad. So different places. Wonderful. Bagalkot, Aurangabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Tenkasi, Mangalore, Tumkur. Wow. There's so many people from different places they have joined. Welcome everyone for this webinar. I'm sure that you're gonna enjoy today's webinar as well as you learn so many things. Wonderful. Thank you everyone for responding very quickly. That shows how interested you are, how attentive you are. Awesome. I want you all to be the same till the end of this session. Okay. So now before I start this session, I just have something for you. I'll just show you something on the screen. So let me see how many of them will get it. So I'm going to display one picture on the screen. So you have to tell me what is strange about this picture. So here is a picture on the screen. So you have to tell me what is so strange about this picture. There are two things which are strange. You need to mention about that. There are two things which are strange in this picture. So what is strange about this picture? You can mention that. So you can just see this picture and you can just observe it. So what is so strange about this picture? So you can just type it out in the chat section if at all you get the answer. If you find something strange, you can definitely type it out in the chat section. So let me see how many of them will get it. Okay, so people have started answering. Okay, a few of them are saying 31st June. Okay, good. So what do you think? What is so strange? There are two things. Once again, let me tell you, there are two things that are strange about this picture. What are those two things? So there are two things. So you just have to find out. Yeah, strange in the sense that that is not possible. Okay, those two things are not possible. Okay, wow. So majority of them have they have started giving the answer. Wonderful, Ravi. That's awesome, Ravi. Okay, super. Sudipti, you are totally right. Wonderful. Okay, now let me tell the answer. As majority of them I mentioned, now I could see few of them saying the correct answer. One of the first thing is, yes, 31st June. There are only 30 days in June. So 31st June is not possible. So that is one of the thing. And there is one more thing that few of them started mentioning. It's about there is no space bar in the keyboard. In that laptop keys, there is no space bar. Yeah, that is also one of this strange thing. Very good. Whoever has guessed that thing, it's like, I'm really impressed. Wonderful. So many people have started saying Ashin, Sharif, Kalyan. Wonderful. So you have guessed it right. So there is no space bar in the laptop, which is there on the screen. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so whoever has answered, very good, and keep answering, keep texting in the live chat, so that we'll also know, even I'll know that you are along with me. Okay, so few intro about ourselves. Like we have been realizing the dreams of students for past 14 years. So we have been helping them to clear the placement exam and get placed in the top companies. A little bit about myself. My name is Likith, and I have trained almost like 20,000 plus students in institutions like VIT, BIT, and NITs with the 6 years of experience. So this is a little bit introduction about myself. Yes. So now, as I already told, in today's session, we are gonna discuss about aptitude. So how the class will go on, let me tell you about that also. I'll be displaying one question on the screen. So the question will be there on the screen, and there'll be 4 options also. So what you need to do is you need to solve that within a certain time. Like I'll be giving you 1 minute. So in 1 minute, you have to solve it. And if you get the answer, you can just type it in the live chat. Okay, so whenever you get the answer, you can just type it out in the live, even though if it's wrong, no problem. So this is just a practice. So there will be 4 options for each question, and it will be based on aptitude. And if you get the correct answer, you just have to type it in the live chat. Okay, so and one more thing, I request you all to please keep a pen and book in front of you so that you can solve the problem, because only when you solve it, you will remember that forever. So that is why it's important to write it down. So I request you to please write it down, and so keep a pen and a paper in front of you and keep away all the distractions for the next 1 hour. Okay, so without any delay, let's get started. And here is the first question on the screen. And you will get 1 minute. So let me just show you the question. So this is a question. Let me start with a very simple question. So question is on the screen, and you have 4 options. And so you have to select one among that. Let me give you 1 minute for this. So your time starts now. So 1 minute, and try to find the answer. The question is on the screen. Yeah, this is one of the reasoning based problems. So I'll be just randomly doing aptitude. We will be covering more and more in the upcoming masterclass. Yes, so please type the answer if at all you get the answer. So this is also one of the important concept in the TCS NQT. So if you get the answer, please do type it out in the question in the chat section. So I hope it is visible, clearly visible. Yes. Few more seconds. Okay, few of them have started answering. So you can type the options. That's totally fine. You can just type the options. No need of typing the answer. You can type the options also. No problem at all. Okay, good to see a few of them have started answering, and it's time up. So 1 minute is done, and there are quite a few of them who have answered. I could see C and B being a common answer. Like few of them have said C, few of them have said B. So the question is, what is the distance from the initial point? How far is Sam from the initial point? So that is the question asked. So let me just quickly tell you the solution also, and let's see, and you can just check whether you have got the correct answer or not. So here the question is, Sam cycles 5 km north, 6 km east, 13 km south, and 5 km west, 8 km north. So how far is he from the initial point? So let me just tell you how to solve this one. So remember this whenever you get a problem in direction sense. So in the recent updated pattern paper of NQT, in the TCS NQT, there are many topics, and almost like 30 reasoning questions which you need to answer in 50 minutes. There are 26 quantitative questions which you need to answer in 30 minutes, and there is verbal section as well. So there will be many questions, and a direction sense also is one of the expected topic to be asked. Okay, so let me just tell you what is the answer for this. So remember one thing, you have to always assume the direction. So I will be assuming north, south, east as this side, and west as this side. So here it is mentioned 5 km north. So let me just draw here 5 km north, then 6 km east. East will be in this direction. That's what I have assumed in that. And then you have 13 km south. Then you have 5 km west, and then you have 8 km north. So this is what it looks like. And now they're asking what is the distance between them. So let me just write down these values also. 5 km north, 6 km east, 13 km south, 5 km west, and you have 8 km north. So this is what is given in the question. So you need to find out the distance between them. So obviously the distance here is very, very small. It cannot be 0 for sure, because here it is 5 and here it is 6, right? So there is some kind of a gap between them. So there is a gap between them. So that gap itself will tell that the distance between them is 1 kilometer, because you have 6 here from here to here, and you have 5. So the difference between them will be the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. Like most of them have given the answer is 1 kilometer. Few of them have said other options also. So this is one of the way of solving this problem. And this particular problem you can also solve in one more method, which I will tell you now. So please concentrate to this one. So you can also solve this problem with one more method, which I'm going to say right now. So let me just change the color. Okay. So here is the thing. Now you can just list out these numbers which are given here. Let me start with the first one. You have something like 5 km and north, 5 km north. So what I'll write 5 yen. Write 5 yen for 5 km. And next they have given as 6 km east. So I'll write 6e. And then they have given 13 km south. So 13 km s. And next they have given 5 km west. So 5w, and the next one is 8 km north, 8n. So if at all you find the same direction, you can just add them up. You can add them up. Yes. So here is the thing, 13 km, 8 north and 5 north. These are the two things which has north. So you can just add them. So if you add 8 plus 5, you get 13 north. I'll write 13 yen. And the remaining here there is 13 south, which is left out. And then you have 6 east and 5 west. Okay, this is what is that. Now, if it is same direction, you need to add it up. If it is in the opposite direction, like north, south, east, west, if it is like that, then you need to subtract. So here 13 north and 13 south, these two are opposite to each other. So you can just cancel them up, because north and south you can cancel. So the left out one is 6 east and 5 west. So 6 east and 5 west. East and west, again, they are in opposite direction. So you need to subtract them. See, when they're same direction, you need to add. Opposite direction, you need to subtract. So east and west are in opposite direction. So 6 minus 5 will be 1. So this will be the distance from the initial point to the final point. So 1 kilometer is the correct answer. So you can also solve by this method, but just by writing, but I would recommend go for the line diagram, or you can just draw the map so that you will not be confused. Yes, so talking about Aditya, yes, so the recent pattern has changed. So you will be having a reasoning question, you will be having a quantitative, there will be so many reasoning question, almost like 30 reasoning question which you need to answer in 50 minutes. So it could be asked in different topics. So yes, so this is one of the expected question in TCS NQT. So yeah, it's only in the new pattern, in the updated pattern, this is the expected one, the expected topic. So you need to be aware of all the topics which are there, because there will be so many questions asked this time in the updated TCS NQT pattern. Okay, yes, so I hope you're clear with this. So let me know in the chat section if at all you're clear. You can just type yes, yes. So here initial, a few of them had a doubt here, this is the initial and the final point. Okay, initial and the final point is 13. Yes, I agree, here it is 13 and here it is 5 plus 8, which will be 13. So it is vertically it is 13, but horizontally there is a gap between them. So please let me know in the chat section if you have understood this. We can proceed to the next question. You can type yes in the live chat if you are clear about this. Okay, good to see the responses. Thank you so much. Now let's dive into the next question, and the next question is on the screen. So let me just display the question. Yeah, 1 kilometer is the correct answer for the previous problem. So here is the next question on the screen. Just look at the question carefully, and there are 4 options, and I'm gonna give you only 1 minute to solve this problem, and the time starts now. So observe the question carefully and see if you could get the answer. If Akon's salary is 12.5% more than Ben's salary, then Ben's salary is how much lower than Akon's salary? So this is a question, and the timer is running 1 minute. Try to solve it solve within that 1 minute. Okay, so if you get the answer, please do type it out in the live chat section. 30 more seconds to answer this question. Yeah, you have 15 more seconds to answer. Which is the correct option? If Akon's salary is 12.5% more than Ben's salary, then Ben's salary is how much lower than Akon's salary? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up, and yes, there's a mixed answer. I could see few of them have said A, and few of them have mentioned C, few of them have mentioned B. So yes, C being a quite common answer, I felt. So yeah, C, and there are few people who have said A also, and also there are few people who have said B. So there is a mixed answer. So let us check what is the correct answer. So let me just solve it for you, and let us see what's the answer. So here 12.5% more than Ben's salary. So there are 2 people, Akon and Ben, and they have said that Akon is a person who is getting more salary, and the percentage is 12.5%. So what we'll do is let's take Ben's salary. Let's take Ben's salary as 100. So if Ben's salary is 100, and what will be Akon's salary? Please let me know in the chat section. Suppose if Ben's salary is 100, what will be Akon's salary? You can type it out in the live chat. Okay, so it will be 12.5% more than that. So 12.5% more than 100 is nothing but 100 plus 12.5% of 100%. So it will be 112.5. Yeah, this will be the salary of Akon because he's having more than that. Yes. So now coming to the next part. Now if they're asking if B is 100 and A is 112.5, how much is B's salary less than A? Okay, so that is nothing but the percentage change. We all know that the percentage change formula, percentage change will be the difference between them divided by with which you are comparing here. So here you are finding the percentage change with respect to Akon, right? You are finding Ben's salary, percentage of Ben's salary, how much percentage of Ben's salary is less than Akon. So Akon is the base person. He is the person whom you need to consider as a base value. So here percentage change is always the difference divided by the the base person whom you're considering. Here I'm considering account salary as a base salary, okay, into 100. So now difference between them is 12.5 divided by, now account salary is the base that we have kept. So when you're comparing account salary, with whom you'll consider? You'll consider with respect to Ben. Similarly, when you're considering Ben, with whose salary you'll consider? With respect to account. So account salary is 112.5 into 100. So let me know in the chat section if at all you have got the solution for this. You can just solve it out and you can tell me the answer. So let me solve it for you also. So if at all we are solving this problem, then we have 12.5 into 100 is 1250. This is what we get, divided by you have 112.5. So see, 112.5, you have a decimal point, so you can do one thing. I think you can just multiply by 2, and you can multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2, so that it becomes a whole number. So 1250 divided by 112.5. If we divide 225 by 2, you get 112.5, right? So I'll write this as 225 divided by 2, which is nothing but 112.5. But that 2 I'll be multiplying, because instead of dividing, I'll multiply it. So we'll solve this quickly, because now I think it will get easily cancelled with 5. So you can just cancel it out. So let me also help you out with this. So here 5250, and here you have 45, and again I think 50, 5 9s are 45. So you get something like 100 divided by 9, and 100 divided by 9 is nothing but 11.11%. So this is the correct answer. So whoever has given 11.11%, that is the correct answer. So correct option is option B, which is 11.11%. So whoever has given, awesome, very good. Whoever got it right now, it's good that you have got it right now, because this is the time we are learning, right? There's so many things to learn in aptitude. So we have to go step by step. So whenever you get something, some information, we need to learn it so that we can apply it if that question comes up in the examination. And yes, so now I'm going to say you one more method which will help you to give the answer very, very quickly. Instead of doing this calculation, whenever these kind of problem is asked, you can just apply this small method and you can get the answer very quickly. And here's how we solve it. We have two people here. One is Akon and Ben. So Akon's salary is given as 12.5% more than the Ben salary. So I'll write here 12.5% more. Okay, Aditya, from where 1250 came, for that question, 1250 came, it is nothing but 12.5 into 100. I multiplied 12.5 into 100. Okay, so when you multiply this, you get, why 12.5? It is the difference between A and B. Okay, so now if A's salary is 12.5% more than Ben's salary, then how much Ben's salary is less than A? So what you can do is, the simple technique here is find out the fraction value. What is the fraction format of 12.5? Please let me know in the chat section, what is the fraction format of 12.5? Okay, what is the fraction format of 12.5? And please let me know in the chat section. Okay, so few of them have said it's 1 by 8. Exactly. See, it's very easy. We know 25% is 1 by 4, right? 25% is 1 by 4. Now 12.5% is half of 25%. So half of 1 by 4 is half of 1 by 4 is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is a fraction format of 12.4. Okay, regarding if at all anyone has not understood the previous problem, you can do one thing. You can just replay it. You can replay that. Okay, soon you can replay the explanation. Okay, and you can just get it from there. So here now, how much is B salary less than that? What you do, one simple step is, take the numerator as it is, that is 1. The denominator will be the sum of these two, that is 8 plus 1, that is 9. And always remember 1 by 9. If you want to find out the percentage format of it, it is 11.11%. So 11.11% is the correct answer. And let me tell you, if you in calculator, if you type 1 by 9, you'll get 0.111. Okay, I'm multiplying again 100 to it so that I can represent it in the percentage format. So this is how we solve the problem very quickly. And here one of the key point is, you need to remember the conversion. Like if you have a percentage, you need to know what is the fraction format of it. Like your 12.5, you need to know it as 1 by 8. Yes, here account salary is based because you're finding out, for the question asked by Priyanka, you're finding account salary is based because you are finding how much is Ben's salary less than account. So with whom you are comparing Ben's salary? You are comparing it with Econ, right? So that is a value you need to take, or you can call it as initial value also. So this is a method you can use, and remember this, if 12.5% more than Ben, how much is Ben's salary less than that? So convert it into the fraction format, and Ben's salary is 1 by 9. Or how did you get 1 by 9? 1 same as numerator, I have written it. This 9 is nothing but the sum of this. You have to add the numerator as well as the denominator. Okay, it can also go the reverse way. If they might give in question like Ben's salary is 11.11% less than Econ's salary, then how much is Econ's salary more than Ben's salary? Suppose if they ask like that, then you will have 1 by 9 as a fraction. 11.11 is 1 by 9. Now 1 by 9% less than. So when you're going in a reverse order, then you need to subtract it. So you'll get 1 divided by 9 minus 1 is 8. So 1 by 8. So that's how we go in a reverse format. So suppose if you have understood, please type yes in the question section. So this is a shortcut that you can use to solve the problem. Okay, this is a shortcut method that you can use to solve the problem. And if you have understood, please let me know in the chat section. You can type yes in the live chat section. And if at all you have not got the technique, you can also rewind it and you can just go back and you can check and you can just see the video once again where I've for the explanation. So please let me know. Okay, so good to see that few of them have said it's yes, they have understood. Please let me know in the chat section if you have understood. So let's move on to the next question, and the next question is on the screen. So I will give you only 1 minute to solve this problem, and here is the question on the screen. So the question is, by walking at 3/5 of the usual speed, a man reaches the destination 6 hours late. So what is his usual travel time to the destination? You will get 1.5 minutes to solve this because it takes some time. So 1.5 minutes for this, and your time starts now. Yes, time up, and a few of them have started giving the answer. Awesome. Okay, so yes, so let's quickly see the answer. Okay, I could see majority of them are saying option B. Option B is a very common answer, and A, and few of them have said C. So there is the mixed answer, as I could see in the chat section. Okay, so I'll help you out with this. I'm going to give you the solution now. So here is the solution. So please help me out when finding the solution. Even you can also solve along with me. So they have given by walking at 3/5 of his usual speed, a man reaches destination 6 hours late. You have to find the usual travel time. So if at all I take the usual speed, okay, if I take the usual speed as yes, can you tell me what is the new speed? Please let me know in the chat section. If the usual speed is yes, what will be the new speed? Okay, you can type it out in the chat section. And also let me tell about the time. They have spoken about the time, right? So time, they have mentioned, like if I consider the, I'm sorry, so this is not, let me just clear this out. Okay, what is the new speed? Okay, now also they have mentioned about the time. So if I consider the usual time as t, what is the new time? You can also mention about that also in the chat section. Okay. The previous question was from the percentages, and this question is from time, speed, and distance. Thank you, Aditya, for that input. Okay, very good. So majority of them have said it is 3 by 5 of s. So I'll also write the same thing. Yes, it's given 3 by 5 of usual speed. So obviously the new speed will be 3 by 5 of s, and time they are given 6 hours late. So if it is 6 hours late, it will be t plus 6. Remember this, it will be t plus 6. Late means more time. So obviously it is t plus 6. So now let's find out the answer. One thing is for sure here, distance will be constant because he is going to the same destination here. And only if the distance is kept constant, we can find out the variation in the time, right? So distance is constant. So let's find out the distance here. In the first case, the distance will be equal to s into t. And in the second case, the distance will be equal to 3 by 5 of s into t plus 6. So this is what we get when we use the formula of distance. Distance is speed into time. So in the first case, it is s into t. In the second case, it is 3 by 5 of s into t plus 6. Now, find out the answer. What we need to find actually is given as usual travel time. Usual travel time means you have to find the value of t. So we have to find the value of t. So what you can do is you can equate these two equations to get the value of t. So please solve this and let me know. So please let me know if at all you have got the answer by equating. So you can just type it out in the chat section here. So here it is s into t is equal to 3 by 5 s into t plus 6. Okay. So s into t is equal to 3 by 5 into s into t plus 6. So now I think I can cancel out s here. So if I cancel out s, I'll get 5, I'll take it up. So 5t is equal to 3 into t plus 6. Okay, so this is what I get. And if I solve this, 5t is equal to 3t plus 18. So 5t is equal to 3t plus 18. So answer here is 2t is equal to 18 or t is equal to 9. So 9 is the correct answer. So 9 hours is the correct answer here. You just have to solve the equation and you get the answer for t. So correct answer is 9, and I could see many of them have even mentioned it. 9 is the correct answer. So this is how we solve the problem. 9 hours is the correct answer. You need to equate the two cases. First case is like normally s into t. Speed is s, time is t. And the second case is when there is a change in speed. Change in speed is 3 by 5 of s, and change in time is t plus 6. Okay. So now I'm going to show you one more simple technique to solve this problem. In fact, you can solve this within 30 seconds. 30 seconds you can get the answer, or if you practice, you can just see this problem and you can then solve. So I will tell you how to solve this problem very, very quickly. Okay, so here is a method that you can use to solve this problem very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'll see what is the change in the speed. Okay, change in the speed is 3 by 5. So I'm going to write that number here, 3 and 5. So here you need to observe very carefully. This is only if the distance is constant. So what you do, take out that change in the speed, that is 3 and 5, and see what is the change in the time. The change in time is 6 hours. Okay. So these are the only two data which is given. So one of the data is 3 by 5. So I'll write 3 by 5 as it is. Now, next thing what you need to do is take the difference of these two speeds, these two value, 3 and 5. So what is the difference between 3 and 5? Please let me know in the chat section so that I'll know that you guys are along with me. So what is the difference between this 3 and 5? So let me know in the chat section. So the difference between 3 and 5, as majority of them have mentioned, it is 2. So I'm going to write that here. This is the next step. Okay. After this, you need to check what is the change in the time. The change in the time is 6 hours. It's given as 6 hours late. So what you need to do is you have to make this difference of 2 as 6 hours. And how will you make this difference 2 as 6 hours? By multiplying some number. So what now I want you to type it out in the chat section. What number if I multiply to 2, I will get 6 hours. Okay, the 6 hours from here. So what number if I multiply to 2, I will get 6 hours. So please let me know in the chat section. Okay, so majority of them are saying it's 3. Okay, exactly. So here you have 3 as a number which you multiply, you will get as 6. So this is like we have almost reached the end of the solution. So whatever the number you got here, you need to multiply here and you need to multiply here. Okay, you need to multiply on both the sides. this will give you the usual time and this will give you the new time. First one will give you the usual time and the second one will be the new time. Okay, so 2 into 3 will be 6, right? 2 into 3 is 6. So whatever you are multiplying here, this 3, you need to write it on both the side. So 3 into 3 is nothing but 9. So that is the correct answer. So correct answer is 9, and the unit of this will be same as a unit of this difference that we have taken, which is 6 hours. So 9 hours is the correct answer. So 9 hours is the correct answer. That is the usual travel time. If at all they would have asked what is the new travel time, then what would be the answer? You can mention it in the live chat and tell me what would be the answer if at all they would have mentioned what is the new time. Okay, so please let me know in the chat section. So we have got the answer. The answer is 9 hours. So this is the method you can use. So let me quickly revise this. See, if at all I'm solving this in exam, I'll just see this 3, 5, difference is 2. I want the difference as 6. So 2 into 3 is 6. So whatever I'm multiplying here 3, I'm going to multiply here 3. So 3 into 3, 9 hours is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. So correct answer is option C. Option C is the correct answer. Very good. Whoever has answered as option C, awesome. You did a good job. And let me know in the chat section if you have understood the solution. And also let me know which method did you like, the first one or the second one. You can also put that in the live chat section. Okay. So if you have understood, you can type yes, and you can also type which one did you like the more, the first solution or the second solution. You can put that also. Okay, so now let's get into the next problem, and the next problem is on the screen. So you're gonna get only 1 minute to solve this problem, and the time starts now. So here is the question. So read out the question carefully, and you can try to solve it. I'm sure like most of them would get the answer. So please let me know in the chat section if you get the answer. Time has already started. It's not 1 minute. It's only for a few seconds. It's 30 seconds is the time. I'm sure that you'll be able to solve it within 30 seconds. So please type the answer in the chat section. Okay, so time up, and you can actually see the options are there here. So the question is at 4:20, what is the difference between what is the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand? So what is the difference between what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand at 4:20? So this is a question asked, and I could see many of them have said like 0 degree. Few of them have said it's 0, 0, 0. Yeah, 0, and few of them have said 5 degree. So this is the answers that I got here. Okay, let's see what's the correct answer. Now, one thing you need to know here is that whenever you are finding out the answer for this, you need to know about the angle covered by each one of them. Like, let me know in the chat section, what is the angle? What is the angle covered by the minute hand, okay, in 1 hour? So you can type it out in the chat section. What is the angle covered by the minute hand in 1 hour? Okay, for this question, majority of them have given 0 degree, and that's what is the answer. Okay, so in 1 hour, what is the angle covered by the minute hand? Let me know in the chat section. And also one more question is, in 1 hour, what is the angle covered by the hour hand? Okay, the first question is, what is the angle covered by the minute hand in 1 hour? The second question is, what is the angle covered by the hour hand in 1 hour? Okay, so very good. Few of them have started answering. Like few of them said for the first question, they are mentioned as 360 degree. That is awesome. That's correct. So you have to use this relation to solve the problem very quickly. Okay, you need to use this relation to solve the problem quickly. But let me tell you one thing. I will tell you one simple trick. You can actually use this method to solve the problem and you can get the answer properly. Now talking about 0 degree, since most of them have mentioned 0 degree, if I take a normal clock, okay, if I take a clock, and if you see at 4 o'clock, so the hour hand will be exactly at number 4, right? At 4 o'clock, the hour hand will be exactly at number 4. But when it comes to 4:20, the minute hand will be exactly at number 4. Hour hand would have crossed a little bit. It would have passed a little bit from 4. So definitely it is not 0 degree. because the time is 4:20. At 4 o'clock, I do agree. Yes, the hour hand will be at number 4, but at 4:20, the hour hand would have moved a little bit, but the minute hand will be at number 4. So definitely 0 degree is not the correct answer. And now talking about the solution for this, you can actually find the answer here by using the formula, that is angle is equal to 30h, h represents the hour, minus 11 by 2m. And this formula I got it by combining the relation between 1 hour, it's 360 degree, 1 minute, what will be the angle. Based on that, I got this relation. You can just check it out. This is a general formula that we use whenever if you want to solve the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand. Now h is nothing but the hour. So here 30, it's given as 420, right? So h is nothing but 4 minus 11 by 2, minute is 20. So we are finding for 420. So m you substitute as 20 and h you substitute as 4. So let me just solve this, and you can also solve this and get the answer. It will be 120 degree minus 11. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 into 11 is 110. So you'll get the answer as 10 degree. So 10 degree is the correct answer for this problem. So the correct answer is 10 degree. Remember this formula, it is 30h minus 11 by 2m. So option B is the correct answer, which is 10 degree. Okay. Yes. Now, also you can also solve this by, one more method if at all you are thinking of. See, the angle between these two will be nothing but the angle covered by the hour hand, correct? Hour hand will sweep certain angle. Hour hand will sweep certain angle. So angle covered by the hour hand, if you find, that is also okay. So now in 1 minute, you should know that the hour hand will cover half degree. Okay. So in 20 minutes, it will cover 10 degree. So you can also solve by this method also. So here, if you see the hour hand, difference between these two hand is nothing but the angle swept by the hour hand, right? So here the angle swept by the hour hand is nothing but for 20 minutes. So in that 20 minutes, it will cover 10 degrees. So you can also use this method. So 1 minute, remember this, in 1 minute, the angle covered by the hour hand is half degree. So in 20 minutes, it will sweep 10 degree. Okay, so let me know in the chat section if you have understood this problem, and you can just type yes in the chat section if you have got this answer. You can also replay this later. If at all you have not got the solution, you can replay this. The formula is 30h minus 11 by 2m. Okay, so remember this, hour hand will cover half degree in 1 minute. Okay, so let's get into the next problem. The next problem is on the screen. Yes, so here's the question. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to solve this problem. Okay, so you can just type out the answer if you get the answer. So this particular problem will get 1 minute. The problem is how many 6-digit even number can be formed from digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so that the digit should not repeat and the second last digit is even. So remember one thing, permutations and combination is one of the important problem in TCS NQT. So if at all you know the technique, I'm sure you will be able to solve any problem asked from that concept. So you need to know the technique here. So this is a problem. Oh, sorry, I have not started the timer. So let me just start the timer. I think it's 1 minute is already done. Okay. Yeah. So we have, you have 20 more seconds. You can just try to solve it. $20 more seconds and yeah, 15 more seconds to solve it. So if you get the answer, please let me know in the chat section. So that shows your interest, that you're actively participating and you are along with me. So please let me know in the chat section if at all you have got the answer. Akila, you will be having sessions, upcoming sessions soon. In a couple of days, you'll have one more session. So stay tuned with us. Okay, so time up. Let me tell you the solution for this particular problem. And here you have how many 6-digit even numbers can be formed from digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 digits here, so that the digit should not repeat and the second last digit is even number. So there are two conditions they have given. One is that it should be an even number. Other thing is that the second last digit also should be an even number. And along with that, one more very important thing is it should be only a 6-digit number, and also the number should not repeat. Okay. So let me just quickly tell you how to solve this problem. There's one method which I'm going to say you right now. You can use the same. First thing is you have to see here what is the number of digits that they are asking for. They are asking for 6 digits. So what you do is it is our 6 digit, draw 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Since they have given 6 digit, just draw 6 spaces here. Next thing is you have to see the condition. Always try to see the condition at the end here. What is the condition? It's given as last digit should be even number, because it's an even number means last digit should be even number. So please let me know in the chat section which are all the even numbers among these 7 numbers. Okay, please let me know in the chat section. Okay, so the even numbers here are 2, 4 and 6. So these are the 3 even numbers which are there among these numbers. So definitely the last digit, the last space should be 1 among these numbers. So it should be either 2, it should be either 4, or it should be either 6. It should be 1 among these 3 numbers. Okay. So now, so that's why the available options here among 2, 4 and 6 is 3. So 3 options are available. So I'm going to write that here. Since 3 options are available, I will write 3. Okay. So next, after this, you have to go for the next position, that is the 10th place. Now, when you're filling out the 10th place, let me know in the chat section. Now you're sure that the 10th place should be even number, because they have given that the second last digit should be even number. But can I write can I have all 3 numbers as an option? Can I write 3, or one of the option has reduced? Please let me know in the chat section. When I'm filling the 10th place, okay, 10th place here, is it like I'll be having 3 options, 3 even number? I'm sure that I'm pretty sure that it should be even number because it is given in the question. But do I have 3 options here, or the options has reduced? Let me know in the chat section. Yes. So it has reduced because one of the number has already been occupied in the units place. So available options have reduced by 1. So now you'll not have 3 even numbers. You have option of only 2 even number. So here it is 2. Okay, so here it will be 2. So that means if at all I take the 10th digit as 4, then in this place, if at all I take the units digit as 4, okay, then in 10th place I'll be having either 2 or 6, only 2 options. Now let's fill the remaining. I think you can easily, there is no condition. Let's start from here then. In this place I can write 1, I can write 2, I can write 3, I can write 4, I can write 5 or 6 or 7. There are 7 options available, but since the digits cannot be repeated and already 2 numbers has been placed in the 10th digit and the unit digit, the available option has reduced by 2. Okay, so from 7 numbers, 2 options have reduced. One of the even number has been placed in the unit digit. One of the even number has been placed in the 10th digit. So the available options have reduced by 2, and now the available options are only 5. Okay, please let me know. Please let me know in the chat section if at all you have you have got this answer as 5. Yeah, so second last digit, obviously it's 10th place. Suppose if they give first last digit is nothing but units place. Obviously second last digit should be 10th place only. Okay, it is not like shifting one more. So now coming to the next part here, available option are reduced again because already 10th place is filled, units place is filled, also the first place is filled. So 3 options are gone out of those 7 numbers. Available options are 4. Similarly, next one will be 3 because units place is filled, 10th place is filled, first number is filled, second number is also filled. So 4 options are gone out of 7 numbers. So available options are 3. And the last one is 2 options are available because out of all the numbers, first one is filled, second one is filled, third one is filled, space is filled, unit and 10th digit also is filled. So now if you multiply all these numbers, you will get the answer. You will get the how many 6-digit numbers can be formed. So if you multiply all these, let me know in the chat section what is the answer that you get once you multiply all these numbers. Okay, so you will get 5 into 4 is 20, 20 into 3 is 60, 60 into 2 is 120, 120 into 2 is 240, 240 into 3, 600 plus 120, 720. So 720 is what you get, and the correct answer is 720. So this was also asked in the previous NQT. Okay, so this is also one of the expected question in quantitative aptitude. Okay, so you can also rewind this video and you can check once again and see what this explanation, what is how to solve this one. But let me tell you, this is one of the important question in TCS NQT. So if you're not understood, please rewind this and please check it out once again. Okay. Yes. So now the correct answer, let me display the correct answer. The correct answer is 720. Okay, 720 is the correct answer here. So let's solve one more problem. So one more problem is on the screen. So you can just see the question there, and here is the question which is there on the screen. So you will get, I'll give you only 1 minute to solve this problem, and your time starts now. So you can just try to solve this problem. And here's the question. So answer for the previous question is 720. Yes, Samir, I put 5 in the first position because out of 7 numbers, unit digit will already be filled. Tens digit is already filled. So out of 7 numbers, 2 options are gone. That's why it is 5. And why did I fill the unit digit first? Because the condition is given. Why did I fill the tens digit first? Condition is given. That's why. Yes, Sai, it was asked once in the previous NQT. Okay. So the updated there is a lot of change in the updated NQT. So we are expecting a lot of problems from different topic in the upcoming NQT. So it's important to know different topics. That is a simple technique actually to solve this one. I couldn't find anything more than that. So that is the only way you can solve the problem related to permutations and combination in a quick way. Otherwise, you can use this NPR and NCR formula also. Okay, so time up for this particular question. Please let me know in the chat section the answer for this problem. Okay, so let me tell you the solution to solve this problem. So you have to find out the 120th letter. And let me tell you one more thing. These kind of series problem, progression related problems are also very important in TCS NQT. Okay, so it's very important to know the progression related problem, and a few of them have mentioned the answer also. So let me quickly tell the answer. What is the answer? So you have A, B, B, C, 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 D, 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 and E, which is mentioned 5 times. So here if you see the first one, here it is mentioned once, B is mentioned 2 times, C is mentioned 3 times, D is mentioned 4, and E is mentioned 5 times. So it goes on like that. Then you have 6, then you have 7, then you have 8, and then you have 9, like that. It goes on. Okay. And if you see here 6, the next letter after E, that is F, will be there. There will be 6F in that. Okay. So now you have to find out what will be the 120th letter. Now if you see here, if I take the first 2, so totally how many letters are there? 3 letters, right? And the sum of these 2 also is 3 only. So what is the third letter? Third letter is B. And what is the sum of the letter? 3. And that is also the position. What is the third letter? It is also B, and the sum also is 3. So let me take the first 3 numbers. Okay. So if I add these numbers 1 plus 2 plus 3, I will get 6. So suppose if I ask what is the 6th letter, then definitely your answer will be C. Okay. Your answer will be C. And if you see here that we can actually count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th number is C. Also, if you take the sum of numbers, okay, that also will be 6. So now they are asking for 120th number. 120th number. Okay. So 120th number, and the sum of the number of letters are there will be same here. Just like here, the position of that and the sum of the number of letters before that are same. Like that only 1/20th position, if you want to find, it is nothing but the sum of all the numbers here in a series. Okay, now it is in the series, it's a natural number, right? It's a natural number, and we know that the sum of natural numbers is always given by n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So here, if you find the value of n, you will get to know the what position that comes in. Is it how many numbers are there in that? Okay, so try to find out this answer and let me know in the chat section what is the value for the value of n. So 120 is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Why did I mention n into n plus 1 divided by 2? Because that is a formula for sum of natural numbers. Okay, sum of natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So here 120 is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now if you want to find out the value of n, you need to you just have to solve this one. So let me solve for you guys. So 120 into 2 is 240 is equal to n into n plus 1. So here 240 is equal to n into n plus 1. Now what is the So what is the value of this n and n plus 1? See, if at all you want, now we are sure that the difference between these two, like n and n plus 1, is 1 and 240. So what you can do, suppose if it was n square, then you can easily find out, I think. So you can just see any perfect square near to 240. So perfect square near to 240 is, one is 225, another one is 256, which is 15 square and 16 square. So it should be definitely in 15 square and 16 square, somewhere between either 15 into 15. It should be between 15 into 15 or 16 into 16. So one way you can try is try it out 15 into 16 and see what is the answer here. 15 into 16, yeah, 15 into 15 is 225 plus 15 is 240. So 15 into 16 is what we get, and 240 is here. So correct answer is n is equal to 15 here. That means there will be 15 numbers here. So somewhere in this series only, if I write 15, what will be the letter of that? Okay, what will be the letter of that 15? So that one you need to find out. Let me know in the chat section what will be the letter for the 15th position here in this series. Let me know in the chat section. Okay. Okay, so see a few of them saying 15 is O. Yes, exactly. See, it's very important to remember the numbers for the respective letters starting from A is equal to 1. So if you go in this series, O will be 15. Okay, O will be 15. So that is the correct answer. Remember, O is 15. So O is the correct answer here. So correct option is option B, which is O. Okay, so here remember this, the position of that number is equal to the sum of it. Okay, so this is a proof for this, why the position is sum. Here the sum and the position of the number. Here 6 is also sum of the numbers of the first set of these 3. Also it is the position of that, position of letter C. Similarly, the O, letter O will be in 120th position. Also the sum, if you take from starting, it's 120. So what is that set? How many numbers are there in that n? There are 15 numbers. And for 15 numbers, I think it's only O is the only number. So I hope if you understood this problem, please let me know in the chat section. If you have understood this, please type yes. Please type yes in the chat section if you have understood. Let me know in the chat section. You can just type yes in the chat section if you have understood this problem. Okay, I could see many of them responding answer. That's really awesome. Pallavi, 15 into 16 will give you 240. Okay, we need to find, see, one more method is, the long cut is, you will get a quadratic equation. 240 is equal to n square plus n. So n square plus n minus 240 is equal to 0 is the equation you get. So you need to solve the quadratic equation. The quick method is, 240 is there and you need two number, n into n plus 1. N is 15 and n plus 1 will be 16. Okay, so that is the easiest way. How did I find out? Because I'll try to find the perfect squares between 240. It is 225 and 256. 240 is between these two numbers, between 225 and 256. 225 is 15 square and 256 is 16 square, right? So it should be between 15 into 15 or 16 into 16. So try 15 into 16, you will get the answer as 240. Okay, I hope Pallavi answer is clear. Yes. And one more thing, let me know in the let me also know in the chat section if you want more sessions like this, please let me know in the chat section. If you need, you can just type IW. That means I want. Okay, I want. If you don't need, you can type IDW. IDW. If you want, you can type IW. If you want, if you don't want, you can type IDW. Badri, if at all, if it is 121, you will have 11 square, right? So you cannot represent that exactly in, n into n plus 1. So if you take the, if you try to solve the quadratic equation, you're gonna get the number in terms of fractions. Okay, you're getting fraction, which is not possible. So they will give the number in such a way that you will not get the fractions. Okay, wonderful. I could see the responses saying that I want. Okay, so there will be more masterclass like this, so stay tuned. What you need to do is you have to, let me tell you what you guys have to do. Okay, so if you want more sessions like this, you just have to subscribe to our channel. Okay, let me just show you that. Yes, please do subscribe to this channel and Ethnus Codemithra. You will get an update, and in next couple of days you'll be having one more live sessions like this, and it will be the other aspect of it. Most probably it will be related to verbal aptitude. So please do attend the upcoming session, and where you can find this, we'll definitely send you the mail. Along with that, we will be if you have subscribed to this channel, you will get an update where you can attend the session. So please let me know in the comment section how did you feel about today's session. Please let me know in the live chat. How did you feel about today's session? You can just put your feedback in the live chat, and also we will be sending you the link right now where you can practice more and more problems. Okay, so we're gonna send you the link right now. You will be getting the link in the live chat section. Okay, so you can click that link and practice more problems like this, and you just have to log in using your Google account in that website. I'm sure like whoever has already attended the masterclass, the previous master classes, I'm sure that you would have already registered. You just have to type your email ID and your password which you have created. But if anyone is new, click on this link. The link is already given in the chat section. Click on that link, and you can actually access the material for today. So stay tuned for this channel till the next session. And one more thing I want to say, you can actually join the Telegram link. So Telegram link is on the screen, Ethnus Codemithra. You can search that. In that Telegram link, you will be getting the updates, you will be getting the quizzes, and also like when is the next live webinar going on, and also further details will be there in the Ethnus Telegram channel. So make sure that you join the Ethnus Telegram channel, which is mentioned there, right? Ethnus Codemithra, that is the name. And also if there are any queries, you can call the number which is there on the screen. Okay, so and also you can join us in Facebook as well as Instagram. Any mail if you need to send, that all detail is there. So the link is in the live chat. You can just click on that link. Okay, also you can, if at all you want to know more, you can also click on learn.codemithra.com where you can learn more aptitude questions. But I would request, please go and click this link where you will get an access to the material for today's session material. We already have sent the previous session material, so this is today's session material. Okay, so the link will be there on, we'll be sending you the link in the chat section. So please make sure that you click the link. Okay, so thank you everyone for participating in today's webinar. I hope this webinar was helpful to you. So meet you soon, and be safe at home. Okay, and enjoy your Sunday. So see you all. This is Likith signing off. Thank you.